It has just gone so dark. I'm stood by the window because the lighting's terrible, but it started pouring it down with rain. It's actually a little bit chilly as well. For me, that is perfect cozy reading weather. So I'm gonna get my book, light a candle, make a cup of tea, and just kind of be comfy and cozy for a little bit. Hello, it is now the next day. I did a little bit of reading last night. I just had a really nice cozy evening to myself. Cooked some dinner, got ready for bed, read a little bit in bed, and then just fell asleep. I ended up reading about 60 or so pages. I'm enjoying the book. I'm a little bit confused at the moment, but I will share my thoughts once I've read a little bit more. I'm about 100-ish pages in now. Anyway, plans for today is to go into town, hopefully do a little bit of book browsing, which will be really nice. So I thought I'd take you along with me, and just kind of, yeah, have a nice day. Hello, I've just got home. I had such a lovely afternoon. I spent far longer out than I thought I would. So I've got home and it is literally dark outside. But yeah, I had a really nice time. Just a little solo afternoon shopping trip. Met my friend for coffee, which was really nice. And yeah, I did get pyjamas, and I did also buy a couple of books as well, so I will show you those tomorrow. But for now, I am going to just have a really nice evening. I've ordered pizza because I don't want to cook, and I might watch some Vampire Diaries, because I'm doing a Vampire Diaries rewatch for Halloween. Good morning. I am still in my pyjamas. I fully intend on staying in my pyjamas for the foreseeable. These are the new pyjamas that I got from Primark. They're so cute, pink with little bows, and they're really soft and comfy as well. Just thought that I would share with you what I bought yesterday. It's actually been a while since I had a little kind of solo shopping trip, and I really enjoyed it. The first place that I went to that I didn't actually film anything because it was super busy was Lush. I haven't been into Lush and bought anything for a little while, and they had all of their like Halloween autumn stuff, and they're also getting all the Christmas stuff in as well. Didn't buy anything Christmassy just yet, but I did buy a couple of bubble bars. So I really like their bath bombs, but they are expensive for what you get. So I thought actually I'd get some bubble bars because they last a bit longer. But yeah, the first one I got is one of their Halloween ones. I think it's called Phantom Foam. It just looks like that. And it smells really good. It's like sweet, but not overly sweet. It smells a little bit like, you know, those fizzes sweets that you get at Halloween. But yeah, they're really good. And then the other one that I got, I honestly bought because it was really cute, was this. Oh, if I can get it out of the bag. This mushroom toadstool. I just thought that was the most adorable thing to ever exist. It smells quite nice. It's a bit more earthy than the other one, but really fresh. I don't really know how to describe the scent, but it's really nice. So yeah, I got this one as well, mainly because it was just adorable. Yeah, try and put that back in the bag now. So after Lush I went to the Works, which again was really busy. It was so hard to film anything. I went specifically to buy 2 copies of the same book for 2 of my best friends, and we have a little book club together. And I thought it'd be really cute at Christmas time to read a little seasonal pick. And so the book that I got them was Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. Now, I already had a copy of this. I went on release day to get it from the Works because it had these gorgeous sprayed edges, which I really love. And the foiling on this is gorgeous as well. I am really excited to read this one. I've read First Time Caller by B.K. Borison as well last month, I think it was, and I adored it. It was a 5-star read for me. I love her writing. So I'm just really excited to read some more. And this is a Ghost of Christmas Past romantic retelling, which I just think is going to be so cute and cozy. After the Works, I went to Waterstones just to have a little browse. I had hoped to get the door-to-door bookstore as a physical copy because I don't have it, and it's on the books that I want to read before the end of the year. But they didn't have it in stock, so I'm going to have to look in another store for that one. But what I did get was a copy of This Vicious Hunger by Francesca May. I've wanted to read some more gothic fantasy, especially in winter time. I love to read like an atmospheric fantasy book. And this one I wanted to buy a few weeks ago, but all of the copies that they had were really damaged, so I didn't. But I found it yesterday. It has red sprayed edges and is also, to my surprise, because there was no sticker on it, signed by the author, which I think is really a really nice touch. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. I read One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, the Shepherd King duology last year by Rachel Gillig, which are also gothic fantasies, and I loved them. So I was just thinking I need more gothic fantasy in my life, and I thought this would tick that box. So it is about kind of obsession and hunger for knowledge no matter what the cost, and follows a woman who has recently lost her husband, and she's offered the chance to study botany with a professor, and she meets another woman there, and they very quickly fall into a quite intense relationship. It is like a queer fairy tale-esque gothic fantasy, has like morally grey characters. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. That's going to be on my TBR for winter time, and I can't wait. And then a surprise for me, as I was browsing the bookshelves, I found a copy, oh, it's upside down, of Not Good for Maidens by Tori Bovolino. Now, I recently read The Second Death of Locke by TV Bovolino, which was supposedly a debut, obviously under a pseudonym, and I did not know that these existed, so it was a really nice surprise to find this, because I absolutely adored The Second Death of Locke. It has become my favourite book of the year so far. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It follows a girl whose aunt is kidnapped and taken by bloodthirsty goblins who crave vengeance against her family. So obviously something has happened in the past that has triggered this. So she is kind of within this goblin market that only sticks around for 3 days. So she's got to kind of navigate that and find her aunt before it disappears and it's too late. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. Again, I think this would be a great read for the winter time. After Waterstones, I went for coffee with my friend, which was lovely. And then before I went home, I thought I'd pop into TK Maxx just to have a little look. Now, TK Maxx have been absolutely knocking it out of the park with their book selections recently. And I did find 2 books, one of which I have been actively looking for, which is great. And then the other one was just a nice little surprise find. So the first one that I've been looking for was a paperback copy of The Mask Falling with the author's preferred text by Samantha Shannon. I have been rereading this series and annotating them, but I didn't want to annotate my gorgeous hardbacks, so I've been getting the paperbacks. So yeah, I got this one. And then the second surprise book was this gorgeous copy of Anne of Green Gables. I've been slowly collecting the Chiltern editions. They are quite small and have these gorgeous gold gilded edges. I just thought this copy of Anne of Green Gables was absolutely stunning. I do also currently have Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights. They sit on my desk. And I really want as well a copy of Emma by Jane Austen and The Secret Garden, because that is my favourite childhood classic. But yeah, I got this one. It is gorgeous with this green foiling and the daisies. And then also throughout it, it does have like these traditional black and white illustrations as well, which are lovely. So yeah, really happy to have this one now in my collection. So yeah, that was everything that I bought. Like I say, a lovely day, just so peaceful. When I got home in the evening, I watched some Vampire Diaries, ate my pizza, got ready for bed, and then just read in bed for a little while with a nice cup of tea. Today, the plan is to stay cozy for a little bit longer, do some reading. I also want to update you on the books that I've been reading. And then this afternoon, I need to do some cleaning and tidying, ready for when my friends come over tomorrow for our little book club meeting, which will be great. So yeah, I will speak to you shortly. So I just sat down to update you on my afternoon, and I've been joined by my little baby cat Nala. Say hi. So yeah, I just wanted to update you a little bit on what I've been reading this weekend. So I have been reading The Naked Light by Bridget Collins, which is kind of like a spooky, atmospheric historical fiction with a kind of paranormal twist. And I haven't been kind of too sure on it, kind of up to the first 100 pages, but last night I read a chapter that kind of gave us loads of insight into what was actually kind of happening. So I'm now kind of really getting into it and enjoying it a lot more. But it is set in a small English town where basically into the hillside has always been this kind of face that's been cut into the grass and marked out by chalk. And it's said by the people of that town that it is maintained to protect them from these kind of ghosty ghoul things. And over time, the family that lived in the cottage that maintained it has gradually died through one cause or the other until that family is no more. And a person moves into that house, and they are a non-believer. So kind of don't do anything about it, don't believe in kind of the superstitious things about leaving the stone outside the door to protect you from it. And then there is also another woman who lives in the village, in the kind of the vicarage, and they meet and form a very unlikely friendship that I think is gradually turning into more of a relationship, which is quite nice to read about. But yeah, I'm really liking the dynamics so far. Her writing, Bridget Collins' writing, is gorgeous. I'm a big fan. Like The Binding by Bridget Collins is one of my all-time favourite ever books. I read that when that was released in like 2019, I think it was. So I just knew that I had to pick this one up because it kind of gave me similar vibes when I read what it was about. So yeah, really enjoying that. I'm about 150 pages in now, and I'm going to read a bit more this afternoon. And then the other book that I started reading yesterday on my way into town is The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow, which comes out next week, I think. I'm reading an arc of it on NetGalley. I was lucky enough to be accepted for that. Only about 10% in, so I can't really give an insight as to what it's about, how it's going, but really enjoying it, really intrigued as to what is going to happen. It is in the kind of the Lady Knight fantasy genre, which this year I have just been eating up. I've been reading everything. Oh, bye! Reading everything in that genre, so yeah, I'm really excited to get further into that one, and I will update you once I have read more. But I don't know how. Like, it's still not fully making sense to me what's happening. But like the eerie atmospheric description is like creeping me out a little bit. But nothing's really happened yet. I'm now 172 pages in, and I'm gonna make some dinner and then read a bit more after, I think. Also, how cute that my cat came to cuddle me. She doesn't usually do that. She's being really needy today. I've also lost my bookmark and sat on it. There we go. Okay. So, I completely forgot to film an outro to this video. I finished reading The Naked Light well over a week ago. We're talking about 2 weeks ago now. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but then I did read The Everlasting, which I enjoyed a lot more. So overall, a good end to the month of October in my reading. I have learnt that I need to plan reading vlogs a bit more in terms of what I'm filming and when. I kind of just filmed bits and bobs as and when I felt like it, when I had time, and so piecing it together was quite hard. So from now on, I'm going to kind of plan it a bit more and really decide what I'm filming and when I'm filming it, so that my reading vlogs are more cohesive. But as a new creator on YouTube, you know, I'm still learning. It's all good. But I hope you did enjoy the video today. I do have more content coming for you soon, so please do like and subscribe. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.